Come on in.
My friend Jake Larson has started this project called SYVERS, and today we are in the studio recording with him, and we're going to do a little bit of a live video. When Jake told me about this, when he told me about the idea of this song and about the story behind it, it was just really, it grabbed me, and I think it's something that a lot of us can relate to, even if it's not, you can't relate specifically to what happened. You can relate to the feeling. So check it out. I'm not going to really be in front of the camera today. I'm going to let Jake and Sarah tell the story. So check it out.
Better not be rolling.
Oh, it's rolling for sure. See a smile.
Jake's been wanting to do music pretty much his whole life. I feel like it was, since you were like 12? Whenever you started playing guitar, basically.
Yeah, I played guitar. I've always wanted to do it. Music's kind of just been a way of like processing through my life. Lots of negative things that happen, like anybody, you have ups and downs, and processing through those things is really important. So music is a way for me to do that. Some of these songs that we've written, we just decided like, this seems like the human experience, and there's enough in it that people would be able to relate to.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought it was worth sharing. SYVERS is us. We are SYVERS. The name comes from my middle name. Jacob Sarah Larson is my name, and we just decided to use it as our band name.
We liked it, and it's unique, but it has some, like, an actual tie to us. It wasn't just, like, making up a name, which is totally fine, but we wanted to have something that had a little bit more personal connections. The one that got away, the story behind that song is Jake and I were a year and a half into marriage, I think, and we unexpectedly found ourselves pregnant. We were excited, even though we were first scared. I remember we left the pregnancy test in the bathroom and, like, ran to the couch and, like, sat there freaking out. When I said, I'm going to go check it, you, like, tackled me to the ground. You're like, no, I'm not ready yet. But we got to a point of being really excited about it. Started having some complications. We were at an event where actually we were doing worship together. I remember we all prayed together backstage, and then you went out on stage to start playing, and I went to the bathroom and all alone. That's when I found out, like, oh, something's wrong. So that was hard. My parents were there, and we hadn't told them yet, so I remember processing, having to tell them all at once, like, hey, we're pregnant, but maybe, I don't know, something's going on. And that was really hard, and I think knowing I couldn't tell you right away was really, really hard. Having to go through that alone, even though it was just maybe like an hour, was still hard and terrifying. But yeah, we went through that, and people prayed for us, and it was awesome. And went and had an ultrasound, and they said it was too early to tell anything, but maybe everything was fine. So then they scheduled another one for 2 weeks later, so we could just have a checkup. And I remember you came to this one, and we knew, at least I knew right away, couldn't see anything. And I think that moment was one of the hardest, being in that room with someone who's not family, not even familiar in any way, having to tell you, like, I'm sorry, we don't see a heartbeat, you don't have had a miscarriage, you won't be having a baby. I think the thing with a miscarriage is we're living it out together, all the pain and all the grief, but it is separate yet together. So I genuinely believe there's a spiritual connection that a mother has with their child before they're even born. And so I had this connection that no one else had or knew. The song actually didn't come out around until like 6 months or so later.
Yeah, I think that's when I first started. Like, a lot of the stuff I'd been writing at the time was kind of just focused on that event. And initially, I wrote like the first line or the first verse or something, I don't remember exactly, and I was like, whatever, it's stupid. I just threw it on the couch and went to bed.
The part that you had written, if I wanted anger, I would have found someone to blame. That was everything that I was feeling, like wanting to be angry and finding, even if it was myself, finding a way to blame myself and someone to have frustration with. What did I do wrong? Like, why are we going through this? Seeing everyone else's life go on. Why is it us? There's so many other people whose lives are moving on that get to experience that. And so the pity making this hour look like a day, like just being stuck in it and having it be drawn out. And then it all climaxes in the, if I wanted power, if I wanted to have control over this situation, I could pretend that I'm okay. And then just coming to the conclusion, like, but I'm not. Still in pain, still don't have answers, still hurting, and just needing to be okay with saying that. And so it was such an awesome song for us to be able to write together, because it was both of us in our different parts coming into that. So if what's real is that I'm not okay, I need to be able to say that. I need to be able to embrace that so that we can get through that and get to the other side.